When you're looking for images for your presentation, it's good to focus on those that are licensed for reuse. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do that. So first, I'm starting with a Google search, and on Google's main page they have a link to search for images. And here I'm going to enter what it is that I'm looking for. In this case, I'm looking for images of the Dust Bowl. What I want to do is limit it to images licensed for reuse. So I need to click on this Tools button, and then I get a few different options here. Size can be useful when you're thinking about a presentation because you want it to be something that displays well on the screen, so you might consider selecting a large size. What we're talking about today is usage rights, which dictates how these photos can be reused. In our case, for classroom use, we can have non-commercial reuse as the licensing restriction. That should be the least restrictive. But keep in mind, if in the future you're using something that is for a commercial purpose, you can try one of these different options. So now I have different options, and let's click on this one as a possibility. And I can visit the site to see the whole thing. So here's the image, and I definitely want to make sure that this is in fact licensed for reuse. And I can do that by going to this licensing section. It says that it's shared under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 3.0 license. And it tells you what you are able to do. You are free to share this, to remix it, as long as you attribute it and follow the other conditions. If you want to see more information about that, you can click on the link, and it gives you a little bit more specifics about what you're able to do with this license. So if I were going to use that image in my presentation, I still want to attribute the work to its author. The author is listed here, and so when I put this image into my presentation, I'm going to put image by and then the author's name as listed via Wikimedia Commons, and that was the site where I ended up getting the image from. We started with a Google search, but it took us to Wikimedia Commons. And then that's really enough, but if I want to make it extra clear that this image is licensed for reuse, I can indicate that it's Creative Commons and then the type of Creative Commons license. And again, I can get to that by clicking here. It shows me the exact type of license if I want to go that extra step and make it really clear that this is a Creative Commons image. So that's one option. Another option is to search the Creative Commons directly, and I can do that by going to ccsearch.creativecommons.org. In this case, if I'm using it for a classroom, it's not a commercial purpose, so I don't need to check that box. And in my case, I'm not planning on modifying the image. So I'm going to do a search for Angela Davis. If I like this one, and I can see the author's name, I can see the Creative Commons license, and I can see that originally this image was posted on Flickr. So that gives me enough information to cite it in my presentation. I'm going to say image by and then the author's name via Flickr. That was originally where the photo came from. And then again, if I want to go that extra step to indicate the Creative Commons license, I can put that CC by 2.0.